You are about to enter the Red and Rev Sports Show experience. Get ready for some real sports talk from some real sports fans who were real sports athletes who have sports knowledge.
Oh, can you guys hear me? Am I good?
Go.
Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, you can hear me?
Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Red and Rev Sports Show, episode 420, I think. Anyway, 421. Okay, 421, y'all. I'm not gonna have a long introduction. Episode 421. We got a lot to talk about. NFL draft, NBA playoffs, a lot more. Let's get it started.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Red and Rev Sports Show. Coach, Red, and our special guest, Ho, are coming to you live from the ATL Shouting. Wow, the good Reverend coming to you live from east portion of PA, Coatesville, PA, outside of Philadelphia. We come to give you real sports talk because are real sports fans who are real sports athletes who have what, gentlemen? Real sports knowledge. Y'all ain't gonna point to your head this week? Real sports knowledge.
So we had the knowledge.
Hang out with your boys for another episode of the Red and Red Sports Show. And as is our sports custom, we turn to our numerologist, Coach Patrick Thomas, to give us something or someone dealing with those 3 digits, 4, 2, and 1. What do you have for us, Coach?
Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning on this cloudy Saturday. Look like we're finally gonna get some rain in the ATL. We know we need it because of the wildfires and everything. The number 421 is going to be attributed to a young man who is in the NFL, who made the NFL, who is now starring for the Kansas City Chiefs. He broke the record for the 40-yard dash as he ran it in 4 minutes and 21 seconds in 2014. His name is Xavier Worthy. Kansas City Chiefs ran the 40-yard dash in 4 minutes, 21 seconds. Well, 4:21, not no 4 minutes.
4:21. 4 seconds and 21.
Yeah, 4 seconds. So Xavier Worthy, 4:21.
You about to make him the slowest man on earth. 4 minutes.
That's me running. That's me running.
All right, man. Well, I want to welcome everybody to another episode of the Red and Red Sports Show. We appreciate your presence. We appreciate your support, your comments. So feel free to chime in. Let us know that you're tuning in. And we'll have our Revenite check-in moment in just a second. How you gentlemen doing?
Good morning, sir.
Okay. All right. Hopefully everybody's doing all right. Real quickly, I'm on. Eventually, I got to get ready to go to New York City this weekend, so I have to be gone by 12:30. So I'm just giving y'all the heads up. If we're still on, somebody else can DJ. With that being said, we want everybody like and share this broadcast. Let somebody know what you're watching. Came to give you some real good sports talk information. It's going to be a live show, as Red talked about in his monologue. Got some NBA action that we're going to be dealing with. A lot of NFL drafts. So if you're a draft guru or you like to talk about your team, we'd love to have your comments when we get to that portion of the show. And then we got 5 hot topics that we'll address later. With that being said, I just see one person chiming in from Revenite Nation, and we're going to show him some love. Timothy, good morning to you, sir. Good morning to you.
The ref.
No, do that again. Wake up. All right. We are looking forward to having a great show. So let's jump right into it, gentlemen. Hopefully we'll have a VP sighting. So somebody slam the gavel. Somebody do it. Please, somebody do it. VP. All right. With that being said, I appreciate it. Another fire episode of the Red and Red Sports Show as Red banged the gavel. All right. We're going to get us a new gavel banger soon. With that being said, let's go with our dope, nope, and cope moments. Red, we'll start with you, and then we'll go around the horn. Just to make sure, you know you're on mute, right?
Yeah, I know. I was just the background noise. I was trying to keep it out.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you were meditating before the show or not. All right, Red, jump on in there, bro. What are you doping on?
Let's see. Which one am I gonna go with? Nah, I ain't gonna do that one. I'm gonna go with Taylor Rooks. Taylor Rooks is my dope moment for the day. Taylor Rooks is a sports broadcaster for the NBA. Taylor Rooks is from Gwinnett County, Georgia. Taylor Rooks is running a non-profit charitable organization that just relieved $2.1 million of medical debt from a lot of people, needy people in Gwinnett County, Georgia. So thank you, Taylor, for representing for our local area. Thank you, Taylor, for helping our local residents with their medical bills. And my dope moment for you is your reaction to the Hawks winning Game 3 the other night. Good job, Taylor. Way to represent for the hometown. I know you got to be professional sometime on Amazon, but she couldn't hold it in this week. I mean, she was hiding, jumping up and down, bouncing up around in her high heels. I ain't never seen Taylor Rooks get so animated. Boy, I see you got some of that ATL up in you. But anyway, good job, Taylor, for your charitable organization, and great job, dope moment for your reaction to the Hawks Game 3 win on Thursday, I think. So, love it.
Now, Red just wasted our time about 4 minutes, and that's why I'm going to tell you why. He could care less about the charity. He could care less about it. It's another beautiful woman that he probably got pictures of in his phone. That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. You ain't fooling nobody, Red. You ain't fooling nobody. We know she one of them persons you be sneaking peeks at and everything. Because I want everybody, if you don't know who she is, Google her. Google her. So don't get it twisted. They got nothing to do with no charitable work. He really want to dope on how fine she is. That's really want to do. And he just masked it to be talking about some charitable donation. That's the first charitable donation we done ever doped on in the Red and Rev sports show history. He ain't fooling nobody. I'm on to you, Red. Go ahead, Hope. Go ahead, Hope.
Yeah, hey, Red, that was a good pull, especially when you said them high heels. Good pull, buddy. I'm doping on the Atlanta Hawks.
Hey, yeah, the red pump too.
Yeah, I'm sure you know all the details. I'm doping on the fact that the Atlanta Hawks have back-to-back most improved players.
Yes.
Has to say something about the organization and how they're developing their players and what they're doing. So something is going right in the Atlanta organization. So Atlanta Hawks, I'm doping on you for having back-to-back MIPs in the NBA. So shout out to you, Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Coach, what are you doping on, sir?
I'm doping on one Dylan Harper for the San Antonio Spurs, who stepped up in the presence of the bench.
We having technical difficulties with you, Coach.
27 points, and they were.
Try it
Can you hear
again.
me now?
You're breaking up. Try it again.
Okay, I don't know what's going on. Dylan Harper for the San Antonio Spurs, who stepped up off the bench with 27 points while their alien Victor Wembanyama was recovering from a concussion. Saved the Spurs a lot of time and saved him trying to put Wembanyama in the game and win Game 3 so he could rest a little more. So Dylan Harper, 27 points to lead the Spurs over the Portland Trailblazers. Gets my dope moment.
Excellent. Absolutely excellent.
This should be of no surprise who I'm doping on, but I got to dope on my namesake. Michael Harris II is just straight balling. He's tweaked his little leg last week, but he came in for pinch hitting duty last night. The Braves were down. Walt Weiss doing an excellent job for our Atlanta Braves. I'm sure Red will talk more about it during the Braves report. He pulls Mike off the bench when he has runners in score position. Money Mike comes through. Big time double, clears the bases, and the Braves take the lead to go on to a 5-3 victory on yesterday. Michael Harris II has been playing lights out since his son has arrived. So big ups to Big Mike, my namesake, but the kid is not my son. So we love it. I love it here as I got to get another Michael Harris jersey coming my way.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we lost Red. Go ahead, Ho. Give us your note moment.
I'm noping on the NBA refs for trying to keep the New York Knicks in the game. I mean, it is terribly obvious that some of the calls that they have made are making, it is absolutely horrible, especially the foul they call against CJ when you can absolutely see that he did not even touch the guy. I mean, they wasting challenges because the NBA is trying so hard and so bad to keep New York in this series, and when it's clearly they lost their identity. So I'm noping on the NBA referees and also the NBA. So Rev, be careful when you go to New York.
Well, y'all know that's no surprise. The only folk who want Atlanta to advance are people in Atlanta. Nowhere else in the country wants the Hawks to advance because they're not marketable like the New York Knicks. And the sports talk shows don't want the Hawks to advance. So y'all should know that. That's why I thought they were going to lose in the first place, because the NBA, they want the Knicks. Period. They want a Knicks. What is it? It will be a Knicks Boston Celtics. Second round. They want that all day, every day.
I don't know
That's
why.
Ratings.
I don't know why.
Ratings, Ray.
Yeah,
ratings.
that's right.
Ratings. Coach, what do you know
You're right,
on, sir?
you're right, but still.
My note moment goes to all those people I saw online, here, there, and everywhere, who talked about one.
All right, Coach, you got to get your hamster working because this ain't working.
Oh,
No.
Yeah. Try it again. Go ahead. Just speed up your delivery, man, because it seems like you speak.
Okay.
Slowing down. Go
All,
ahead.
all those people talking that talked about all the crooks about how she wasn't gonna be able to do this and wasn't gonna be able to do that. Well, she got signed. Well, she didn't get signed. She joined the Oklahoma State Cowboys to the $1.4 million. Now, all those people who talked about her, do you have $1.4 million? Raise your hand if you do.
You have got to be kidding.
Coach, you're going hard for the big girl now.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair she get treated like that, though. You know, that's kind of semi-discriminatory.
I'm peeping you, Coach. You in solidarity. This 2 weeks in a row, man. I mean, she giving you a cut?
I wish she was. I'll take it.
I know, man. Well, see, you need to send her your last 2 takes on her, and maybe she might shoot you some loot, because you
I try. I sure try.
You are using a church term. You're evangelizing for her cause. That's for sure. That's for sure.
No, you didn't go evangelizing.
Yeah.
$1.4 million. Wow, that's a lot of money. She can be weighing 1.4 million pounds after a while.
Oh, wow.
Coach, that's the kind of people you're trying to get at right there, right?
Yeah, it's bad when you're jealous of the girl, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. All
No,
right.
they're jealous. I just think they're looking out for her health. She's not even gonna make it to the WNBA, is she?
Well,
Yeah, that's up to the WNBA.
As Coach would say, stay tuned. Stay
That's
tuned.
it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. I got a note on the fact that there will not be a Red October in Pennsylvania this year. These Phillies are trash.
Oh yeah.
So I can mark myself safe from a Red October here in these parts. I can mark myself safe from all this red and white in October. I am loving what I'm seeing, how the Braves swept them last weekend and are looking forward to adding on to the agony and pain of the Philadelphia Phillies this weekend. So I'm excited that there will not be a red October. So I don't have to hear nothing from my church. I ain't heard a mumbling word from Phillies fans this season. Mumbling. It's so bad at my church. Let me just tell y'all this. It's so bad at my church. For the first time in 4 years, I heard about the Broad Street Bullies, who are the Philadelphia Flyers. They talking more about the Flyers now than they are about the Phillies. So I'm noping on the fact there will not be fans in Philadelphia. Nope, there will not be a Red October. All right? Holla. All right, Red, what are you noping on, sir?
Red, I'm out here. I'm on the hunt. I'm on the hunt for Red October. You remember that movie, Red?
Yeah.
Yeah, we ain't gonna have that. Ain't gonna be no submarine coming out the water this time. That's right, Philly. Y'all gonna be done probably by Memorial Day. Keep on. Let the Braves win 2 more games this week. All right, what am I noping on? I am noping on NBC's coverage of the NBA playoffs. Man, I am so sick of listening to these 3 ringless guys talk about NBA playoffs on TV, acting like they know anything about winning the NBA championship. T-Mac, VC, and Carmelo Anthony. I'm sorry. Those are the 3 worst personalities you could have ever got to start an NBA coverage show. And then when playoff time comes, we got to listen to 3 guys with no experience of winning anything. I mean, at least ESPN inside the NBA, you got Shaq and Kenny. On Amazon, you got Dirk and you got Udonis Haslem. You ain't got nobody. Well, the only person that got a ring on that set is Maria Taylor with her wedding ring. So please, NBC, think about revamping your NBC coverage. We thought Michael Jordan was gonna be on there, but I guess not. So you have no championship experience whatsoever on your NBC coverage, and that's a shame. Now, so please, if folks stop listening to you, you'll know why. We'll watch the game, but when they come on, turn the channel.
All right, Carmelo's defense, he does have an NCAA championship, but to your point, there's no NBA championship for sure. All right, and then you do have 2 gold medalists on the roster. So I guess that's where they're pulling from. But you're correct. There are no NBA championships represented, and it's about that they're covering the NBA. So that's a fair take for sure. That's a fair take. All right. Who's starting with? Coach, what are you coping with?
I'm coping with one Jermod McCoy from Tennessee, who has fallen from a first-round draft pick. All injuries matter, and people are looking at your injury history, and you are one of the best corners in college, but they worry about those bones, baby. So hopefully you'll get picked today. I don't think he's gonna go without getting picked, but I know he's coping with not being picked. And I'm glad he wasn't in the green room trying to say he's gonna be a number 1 pick. So hopefully somebody will pick him up today. It's day 3.
I'm coping with the fact that the injury bug is once again showing its ugly head this NBA season. I know as much as Red is excited about his Lakers, it just seems a little bit off when teams are playing not at full strength. You got Kevin Durant in Houston, you got Wemby in San Antonio, you got Aaron Gordon with the Nuggets, you got Anthony Edwards playing through an injury, and we're not seeing these players at their peak. So there's just a little bit disheartening, and that's why I'm coping with the fact that we're not getting the full playoff product, but we are getting some decent gains. But the playoffs are always better when you have the premier players playing and also healthy while playing. All right, Red, what are you coping with?
Not me, but the NBA and folks around the NBA are gonna have to cope with Kevin Durant and the fact that he can't win unless another MVP is on the team with him. I'm just sorry, that's just the way it is. I mean, Houston bought Kevin Durant over thinking he was gonna change things. Yeah, he can give you some offense, but I mean, if you expecting him to lead you to the promised land by himself with nobody else over there, as far as like leadership wise, no, he is not gonna do that. He can't do that. He cannot win it all without another MVP caliber guy on the team. I'm sorry. I mean, he went to the finals in OKC. You had Westbrook and Harden. You went to the finals with Golden State and won it twice. You had Steph Curry. Now, you left the Warriors. You went to go team up with Kyrie. No MVP, no leadership at all. Ain't do nothing in Brooklyn. The one playoff series you did win in Brooklyn, guess who you had on the team with you? James Harden, another MVP caliber type player. You took Harden away to Philadelphia. What happened? You got put out the first round again. You went to Phoenix. No MVP caliber guy on the team. Devin Booker ain't no MVP. What happened again? Another first round exit. Now you back on Houston. You injured this series, but once again, you're on a team with no other MVP around. And guess what? Your team going home in the first round again. Even if you weren't hurt, I'm not so sure. Rev, I don't know why I didn't have no faith in my Lakers against the team. I don't know why I guess the Luka and the Austin injuries just affected me. I don't know why I picked Houston in 5. My mistake. I apologize to Laker fans. I'm also coping with myself for not believing in my team. So that's my I'm coping with, really. Red not believing in his Lakers that they couldn't beat a Kevin Durant team with no other MVP on it. So I apologize to Laker fans, but now the reality is here. Kevin Durant ain't no good without another MVP around. And that's just the bottom line. Done.
No, I don't think you need to be hard on yourself because I think you made your pick based on believing that Kevin Durant was going to be healthy. And
yeah,
I don't think you anticipated Kevin Durant missing games 1 and 3 either. So
right.
I wouldn't take back because if you look at from a healthy standpoint, if Kevin Durant is on the team healthy and you're missing Luka, Austin Reeves, and you're relying on LeBron and his age, Houston is a safe bet. Bottom line, nobody just envisioned LeBron to be playing to the level that he's playing. He's just taking it to a whole nother level that we haven't seen this particular season. Of course, we've seen in his past, but nobody was expecting this LeBron in the postseason. Ho, in this segment for us, what are you coping with?
I'm coping with the fact that I'm going back to my note. I'm coping with the fact that the Hawks has a series lead with a home game, but they're facing the NBA, the Knicks, and the referees all in one. So I'm coping with the fact that, Father God, please let CJ continue to be a Knicks killer. So the Hawks with the lead against the NBA, the Knicks, and the referees. Father God, we need you right now. That's what I'm coping with.
You are basically stating that the NBA they are wanting to set this thing up.
Well, if you rewind this thing back a couple of segments, you kind of stated this as well.
Well, I know they want the star power for sure. I mean, I'm not surprised that calls are going a certain way because Atlanta's not marketable. I mean, it's just the reality. Oh, like if you put Jalen Johnson in New York, he'll be more marketable. He'd be a superstar if you put him in New York. New York's fan base, and
He tried to
market, just a whole nother level. Whole
But
nother
this,
level.
all this is going to do is just make the uphill battle just a little bit harder, because we can see it all day long. I mean, the city of Atlanta has been through enough. No playoff in football for 8 years. No playoff in basketball since 2021. So the Braves are our only hope at this particular point. Best team in baseball right now. So yeah, the NBA, don't do it to us. Don't do it to us. Look, I'm almost about to mail you my thumper, Rev, to let you go to New York, and if anything get out of hand, you can use it.
All right. Let's go into the Revenite Nation's comments. Got Dante Jordan Taylor getting drafted in the NFL by the Saints, and at the same time, his brother Jalen Taylor was playing in an NBA playoff game for the Cavs. Dope moment for me. That's pretty cool. What's up, Joe Black? He's doping on the Atlanta Falcons for the second year in a row. Realized that team in Athens has talent worth drafting. Yep, that was a great pickup, Zachariah Branch, for sure. He also is noping on the national sports media, spending more time talking about New York blowing games and not enough time giving the Hawks credit. Timothy is noping on GHSA reclassification came out this week. This means most of the inner city schools will no longer be playing each other. That's going to be interesting. He's coping with Coach Fifth Made Internet. Y'all got that one?
Fifth Made.
Oh, you talking about coach's internet connection. I got you.
I thought my signal was bad. So you telling me it ain't even my signal?
No, I can't. It's like every time I put Coach on individual screen, it's like he's special, you know. So I just keep him on full screen. King Atlanta, what's up, man? So happy for the Atlanta Braves. Yeah, they're playing some ball. Joe Black, Cope.
What's up, King?
Tyler Algier career had a 1,000-yard rookie only be replaced by Bijan. Now he leaves Atlanta, go to Arizona. Then they draft Jeremiah Love. Yeah. Algier could have just stayed in Atlanta for that.
Left Atlanta. That's what I said. He should just stay here. Did you honestly think you were gonna be Arizona prime running back? You moron. Stay here. Trying to go west to get more money. God, I'm so upset about this because I like Tyler Algier. He should be right here with us.
Yeah, well, we'll see how he'll evolve in Arizona. I think James Conner.
He'll meet him a nice woman and have enjoy the nice weather out there and probably have him a good life. But I'm just talking about your football career, Tyler. I know you're gonna enjoy the West Coast.
But he's gonna get touched because I think they're gonna get rid of Connor.
Oh yeah, that's right, Connor.
Connor's there.
Connor probably gone, so he's gonna be Love and Algier.
Love and Algier. Yeah, Algier. Yeah. All right, let's jump into it. NFL draft recap. Best pick, worst pick, and I'll just add, if you want to just talk about the picks of your own team, we know that Ho and Red are diehard Falcons fans, and Coach is a Steelers fan. And let's start with Coach, who got Drew Aller on his mind.
Oh, Lord, Real. Oh, Lord, Real. You would go there.
I saw. You remember, I'm close to where he played his college ball, so I know all about his deficiencies. That's for sure. So we'll start with best pick, worst pick from you, Coach.
You talking about for the team or for the draft?
For the draft, and if it happens to be someone on your team, your team, that's cool too.
Well, you look at the several teams knocked it out the box. I ain't gonna lie. The Jets, the New York team did pretty good. Well, they've been needed to do pretty good because they've been mired in purgatory for years, so they had to have a big draft. And
So give us the best pick. If you had to say who got the best pick, what pick would that be?
I would go with Sonny Styles. Sonny Styles is a mover. That guy is gonna make a difference in New York. Well, I tell you, he can play. He's mobile, and it seems like nowadays these linebackers and defensive guys are looking more like flankers, being all slim and everything. But hey, Sonny Styles is gonna be make a big difference for the New York team.
Sonny Styles not going to New York, is he?
Is it New York? Wait a minute.
Going to Washington.
Washington. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Washington. Okay. Oh Lord. So you know what? I'm gonna keep going. So yeah, Sonny Styles is gonna be help that team tremendously because Washington your near hometown, not hometown, but your area is needing somebody like that. The
worst pick. Who you got?
Ty Simpson. That's a questionable call right there to the Rams. What Rams? I know you want Matthew Stafford is fading away. Not really fading, he just won the MVP. And I know you want to get a successor. Ty Simpson has played 15 games in college. 15. He ain't exactly had a long, illustrious college career. And y'all jump right up there in 13 to get him. And you're going to waste and I ain't going to say waste a pick because he might be good, but still, that's kind of high for somebody like that. And Rev, as far as your Drew Allard pick, I will reserve judgment until I see him throw a football in the NFL. Right? If I had to say right now, I'd say ain't no way, Jose. When they picked him, I turned the TV. I said, much as we need in other positions, quarterback is the last thing the Pittsburgh Steelers need. They got a good wideout, they got good linemen, and then they picked Drew Allard, and everybody was clapping. All of Pennsylvania, yay, Drew Allard. Good for you. You going to your home state and whoop-de-doo. And Drew Allard, I seen you play in college. You didn't impress me at all, sir. 6'5", 238, and can't throw a football sideways. So, whatever. We'll see.
Now, Coach, you said quarterback is the last thing your team needs. Who's your quarterback?
Right now, I'm trying to figure out why Will Howard is on that team.
So that's again why I'm asking the question. Like, who's your quarterback? You said that was the last thing y'all need. Who's your quarterback?
Howard is right now.
So why would you say that's the last thing you need?
They don't need somebody. Why would you get somebody who's just like Will Howard? That's the same. You're getting the same player.
The bottom line is they drafted him because worst case scenario, if Aaron Rodgers doesn't come back, and that's why you still need a quarterback because Aaron Rodgers has an NFL AARP card. That's why you need a quarterback. But what I think the whole mindset is if Will Howard is the main guy going in, he needs somebody to compete against him. So why not bring somebody like a Drew Aller to compete against? Let's see who's the best between these two young guys.
Apparently, that's what they plan to do.
Yeah. So that's why I wouldn't say for your team that was the last thing y'all need. Y'all do need a quarterback. And if there was one, if Ty Simpson were available, that might have been a good pick for y'all to start thinking about your future. But it's all good. All right. I'll go with Ho this time. Ho, I'll let Red come up the rear, bring up the rear. Best pick, worst pick.
Yeah,
and if you want to talk about
best pick, I got a tie. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go with Caleb Downs in Dallas and Eli Stowers for the Eagles. Great pickups for both teams. They go battle it out. And I'm gonna jump in the car with Coach with the I'm not sure if Coach jumping in the car, but Drew Allard going to the he went to the team that is on the microscope the most, other than Dallas, to see all of his deficiencies and flaws. So I think that was the worst pick.
Who, Drew Allard was the worst pick?
Yeah.
Even though I was in the 3rd round?
Yeah. Well, it was just the worst pick because of where he's going, because the microscope is going to be so on him.
I got you. That's good. All right, let me before I go to Red, and so you can piggyback on some of what Reverend Nation is saying, Red. Joe Black said, to me, the best moment is when Philly jumped Pittsburgh to draft a receiver Pittsburgh was on the phone with.
Yeah, that's the slickest. Yeah, that was a move. That was a chess move right there.
Yeah, Howie is like that as a GM. He said best pick was unfortunately Dallas getting that safety downs, as Ho just talked about. Joe said worst pick is Minnesota drafting a DT that was projected to go in the 3rd round in the 1st round. Dante said Drew Allard was viewed as a top 10 pick before his injury. I think drafting him in the 3rd is great value for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, those two words, put those two words together and keep them together. Great value.
Coach said that's the Walmart special right there. Oh Lord.
Yeah, great value.
Dante said Drew Allard was. Oh, I read that one. Joe said most interesting fact is Texas 40 million roster didn't include many day 1 or day 2 picks. Red, it's on you, brother. Best pick, worst pick, and you want to talk about your Falcons. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I got to admit, I wasn't too negative with a lot of these picks, man. It seems like a lot of teams got a lot of players that probably going to help them out. So it's going to be hard. You probably be surprised with my worst pick. So, but like I said, a lot of teams did good to me. I give a special shout out to the Giants and Real, buckle your seatbelt, to your Chiefs, man. Oh man, I mean the Chiefs, what they did first 2 drafts, like I guess Chiefs saying they all right on offense. They trying to build up that defense and getting Mansour Delane. You traded up to get Mansour Delane, then you get Peter Woods from Clemson in late in the 1st round, and then you come back with who did you get in let's see, you got the edge rusher from Oklahoma. So you got 3 solid defensive players in the draft that's gonna help y'all out. So Mahomes can take his time getting back. That defense gonna hold it down for him. I see what you're doing, Chiefs. Not bad. And also, I like the Giants draft so far. I mean, forgive me. I don't know why I thought this kid was Angel Reese's brother, but Arvell Reese, the linebacker from Ohio State, he's not Angel Reese's brother. Y'all just put that out there. And then getting the offensive tackle from Miami, then coming back the second day and getting the cornerback from Tennessee and the wide receiver from Notre Dame. I mean, these are all 4 of these guys are some solid players. So I kind of like what the Giants did right there. It's overall my best pick. And Carson Beck going to Arizona. That might work out for him too, going over there with Matt LaFleur's younger brother. Maybe we can see if he can help him out with his offensive game, help him out with them turnovers too. But like I say, it was a lot of good picks in the 1st round. I don't even really know if I can say one that just stood out because I like all these picks. I like the Sonny Styles pick from Washington that coach brought up early. I like Caleb Downs going to Dallas. I didn't really particularly like Coach had my first pick. I didn't like Ty Simpson going to the Rams. I didn't particularly like that one too much, but I guess they thinking for the future, but the quarterbacks in the next year's draft probably gonna be a lot better. We'll see if that work out for you, Rams. And like I said, UGA had a few players going early, but overall, I'll go with Carnell Tate from the Titans, because that was a shocker right there. And the Titans do need some offensive weapons, but a lot of folks were thinking Robert Saleh was going to go defense first on. He said, no, I'm bringing a stud wide receiver from a stud university over here to pair with my semi-stud quarterback. Good move, Titans, especially if Carnell Tate brings that the guy from Cincinnati type fire. Anyway, I forgot his name right now. Chase. If he brings that Ja'Marr Chase type production to Tennessee and help Cam Ward out like that, that's going to turn out to be a great pick. Now, as far as my worst pick, other than the Rams quarterback, forgive me, Falcon fans, but it's going to be Avian Terrell. That to me is my worst pick, because I did not want Avian Terrell with the Falcons. I didn't want another brother hookup with another NFL team. And besides, Atlanta, haven't we already tried this before with the Upton brothers? You remember the Upton brothers who was on the Braves all them years back? How many playoff series did we win with them guys? None. How many division titles did we win with those guys? Nada. So I'm sorry. I appreciate he's a solid player. I'm not poo-pooing Avion. He's a solid player, solid cornerback. If he does, he's already on the team. So if he plays well, hey, I'll come out and I'll say maybe I was wrong. But right now, I don't like the pick. I don't like teaming brothers up together on the same team. I feel like Avion should go make his own career, and let AJ Terrell have his career here. It's not that many brothers on teams anyway. Most brothers don't be on the same team. You want to have your own team and have your brother with his own team. But we'll see how it works out. So if it works, I hope it works out, because then it's gonna be good things for my Falcons. But I am not like excited, jumping up and down when Avion Terrell's name was called. I was kind of like, oh my God, seriously? But the third round pick, Zachariah Branch, I love that pick. That's who I wanted in the second round. I wasn't even still sure he was still on the board when the third round came around, because I kept asking folks, is Zachariah Branch, has he been taken yet? And nobody tell me. But obviously he wasn't taken. Obviously he was there at 78 for my Falcons. And thank you, Ian, for pulling the trigger on that one. We got Jalen Walker last year. We got Zachariah Branch this year. And personally, I wanted CJ Allen with the first round pick. When he was dropping, I thought we were going to go CJ Allen. I really wanted Christian Miller. But the Saints don't forget you, Saints. And I want to use another word, but taking my Georgia players. You took two of them. God, the Saints had a good draft too, but I can't say it because I hate the Saints. But anyway, getting Christian Miller and Oscar Delp and one more guy that you got, that was a good pick to what? Falcons. The Saints ain't messing around. So we gonna have a fight on our hand, because they are getting some good draft picks. So like I say, the Saints, I hate you for having a good draft. The Falcons, I wasn't with you with the Avion Terrell pick, but I was with you with the Zachariah Branch pick. And I'm gonna see what you're gonna do today in the fourth and fifth round, I guess. But that's all I got to say about that, Real.
All right, let's go to some comments, and then I'm gonna come back to Ho. I want to ask you a question, Ho. Stay tuned. Best pick to me, says Dante. I hate this so much, but Tampa drafting Ruben Bain.
Yeah, another one.
The VP said, I'm preoccupied this morning. I'm giving the order to cue the Lunats. Peace out. Have a great show, guys. Thank you for at least showing up to cue Lunats. You didn't show up to bang the gavel, but 1 out of 2, we won't ask for your resignation right now.
We need to get the voting up, Real. Maybe do a revote.
Joe Black said, I hate the New Orleans getting 2 Bulldogs. Oscar Delp is now an enemy. He also said, Coach and Red, the Rams probably figured no one else would give them a top 13 pick, so you might as well get a quarterback now. I'm going to give McVay the benefit of the doubt. It was a smart move, because everyone knew That's where the Rams had to pick a quarterback. They are loaded everywhere else.
Yep.
And the fact is, you can't keep leaning just on Matt Stafford. The problem for them was this was not a deep draft for quarterbacks. So it's like, do we run the risk of not being able to get Simpson? Because nobody's going to trade down with them and trade up with them, knowing that really that's their only move is to draft a quarterback. So let me ask this question to Harsh right quick, and then I got another question that just popped up. Ho, your thoughts about Red saying the worst pick for the Falcons was getting Baby Terrell?
I thought Pounds was a better pick, but I mean, if that's where they want to go with, then I trust it.
Now, why do you trust it?
I mean, I'm just giving them the benefit of the doubt since it wasn't Terry and Raheem.
So the new regime gets the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, the new regime get the benefit of the doubt.
All right, so let me ask this for you and Red. With the Rams picking Simpson, quarterback out of Alabama, with what would have been the Falcons pick, how do you all feel now about the Falcons not having that 13th pick?
Well, let me just say this before we get going. Let's be honest. This is what we know. Ty Simpson's father and Les Snead has a long-lasting relationship, and it was a handshake deal when Ty Simpson's father, Jason, went to Les Snead to ask and consult with him about his son either coming back to Alabama or going to the NFL draft. Les Snead said, "Go to the draft." Hence, handshake deal. So if that's the case, then we can do about it. So it is what it is at this point.
So do you feel bad that the Falcons no longer had that 13th pick, especially now that you know who was picked with the 13th pick?
No, I don't feel bad.
Okay, Brett.
I'm hoping James Pierce Jr. is able to get his stuff together and get back on the field with us. And then maybe I won't feel so bad about it. But I'm trying to think. I don't know who they would took if we was picking 13. I'm looking around who all was available. I don't even know who they would have took if they had the 13th pick. Maybe Reuben Bain Jr. Maybe one of the wide receivers. I'm not sure. So it is, like I say, it is what it is. It would have been nice to have a 13th pick, but you know, I've been sitting up and knowing we was gonna pick in the second round for months now. So yeah, I guess Rev, it all depends on if James Pierce Jr. can get back on the field, because if not, then there's if we lose him, then that would have been just a risky trade.
It's kind of too early to tell at this particular point. But
I already know where coach is going, so I'm gonna let him go on.
You sure do. You sure do. You sure do.
Go get him. Go get him, coach. Go get him.
You know, Red. Wait a minute. Wait just like the old folks say, a cotton picking minute. Did I just hear somebody say they hope James Pierce will get it together? I didn't hear that. I mean, maybe the hamster wasn't working. Hold it. Let me tap my button. All right, is this thing on? All right. Could y'all go back over that again, Rev? I gotta make sure I heard it right.
Ray, you know he coming at you. So how'd you get this newfound grace?
Oh, he coming at me?
Yeah.
What are you coming at me for?
Because with all that stuff went down about James Pierce, get him off my team. He's this,
exactly.
that, third. He never should wear a Falcons jersey again.
Yes.
Get him off my team. I knew that's where he was going. Because I'm going to be honest, my antennas went up when I heard this newfound grace for James Pierce as well. So because he got off off the.
Well, I mean, that was months ago. I'm not still mad at the kid, and he does. I mean, I'm not gonna poo him.
Red, hold on, Red. You hold on. Hey, Red, you don't care if it's months or years with it's certain things, Red. So we gonna hold you accountable right now. You unless you went to Antioch East and got baptized last week, you got to change your heart. That ain't Red we hearing right now.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, hey, I guess time does.
You hear the high pitch? Yeah, I mean, you hear the high pitch. But hey.
I didn't know y'all still want to be. I didn't know y'all wanted me to stay mad at the guy. I thought everybody was getting on me when I was mad at the guy. Now y'all want me to stay mad at him?
Red. Remember the number of the show that we are doing today. We have over 400 episodes of proof.
Oh yeah, I was on them hard. I know I was on them hard when it went down. I was on them hard when it went down. I guess time don't. Huh?
We know you were hard. That's why Coach's antennas went up mine. Because I'm like, hold up, there's a lot of grace I ain't never heard from Red with these kind of situations.
I know. I'm trying to be, you know, a different guy. Because really, I mean, now if the guy never played for the Falcons again, I mean, I'm not gonna be upset now. But I mean, from what I heard last week, it's looking like they're trying to drop all the charges. If they drop all the charges, I'm pretty. Unless Arthur Blank come out and say, I want this clown off my team, which I thought was gonna happen, but I haven't heard anybody in the Falcons come out and say, get this clown off my team. I mean, I haven't heard anybody in the Falcons go off like I went off. So what it's seeming like is they trying to wait for all the case to happen, and if the guy gets all the charges dismissed, it seems like the Falcons gonna bring him back. I mean, I wish. I mean, but what?
But that's what you said. He'll never play for the Falcons and get my team again. My team again.
Get him off my team. Get him off my team. You're an abuser.
But now,
oh yeah, like the Falcons are thinking different.
I hope he can make it. Yeah, I hope.
No, I don't
make it.
I don't hope he can. I don't hope he can make it. I mean,
you did say hope he can make it, Red. You did say that.
Hey, Red.
Okay,
Red.
but look, if he gets all this stuff done and he's back on the team making plays, getting sacked for us, fine. I guess I'll be a hypocrite on that. But if he never played for the Falcons again, I won't be saying, look, whatever happened with him just happened. I'm just saying, I know he's a valuable piece of the defense. You know,
okay.
And I know time. Yeah, I was on them hard, and I can't believe myself.
Hey, Red, just tell Red.
Part of your defense.
Red, just tell Red that you've been reading Ephesians 4:32. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just not as hard on him as I was earlier. I probably overreacted earlier. I could have overreacted.
Well, that scripture is all about forgiving. So
yeah.
Red, you want to hear?
The big deal is, I mean, what y'all really wanted me to keep dogging the guy out?
Well, we just.
I can keep dogging him out, but I was.
You know what your normal posture is. That's we're just shocked to hear this contrite, forgiving, merciful.
I've heard more information. I've gotten more information about the case since then. So I've heard some things about Rickea Jackson. Since then, I've heard some things about him. Like I said, it's more information that I have since I went off since then. So I have more information now. So that's kind of probably.
Am I hearing the growth from this is that before you go off and do one of your classic rants, you got to get more information?
Oh no, I might go off again on something before I get all the information. That's just how I am. I'm gonna react to it. So I might go off again on something going on. Then months later, I might come back and say, "Yeah, I'm a little soft on it now." So hey, that's just how it is.
Well, you sound like one of them GMs. Well, as long as he can make some sacks and some plays, I'm turning the blind eye.
Hey, Rip, that's how they do it. But technically, they should have felt like I felt when it happened, and it seemed like that's what the Falcons doing. Because I thought somebody in the Falcons would have felt like I felt and said something by now. They ain't said nothing, so it's like they want them back on the team.
So Red, this is what you have to realize when you start talking about money and investments. You're not going to poo-poo on your investment until you get all the facts. That's the same thing that could have helped Michael Vick, right? If he had just told Arthur Blank the truth, he would have never gone to jail because Arthur and the NFL had too much invested in Michael Vick, and they would have made sure that he would have just got a slap on the wrist and he would have been able to keep it moving. That's why Arthur just said, tell me the truth. When you're talking about that kind of money, those type of guys know how to make some stuff go away, period. They know how to pay off news media and all that stuff. So I'm saying this about Pierce. Arthur Blank invested too much money into this guy. Even though he ain't got the bag yet, he got too much money into this guy. And he knows this guy's critical for their future. So that's why no hasty moves were made. No hasty statements were made. Because if they could find a way to get this thing to be softened or to go away, that's what they were going to do. So we talking about that.
I don't really know if I believe Arthur Blank got anything to do with this, but I could.
He's the owner.
I don't think
he's the owner. He's the one that got the money.
I just don't think he cares about James Pierce Jr. I could be wrong.
And you got it, Coach. If he didn't care about Pierce, Pierce would no longer been on the squad.
That's what I was about to say. Boom.
I know he cares. You have to come out and say it.
No. That's why he cares about Pierce. Because think about it. Atlanta got a lot of black women in Atlanta. The Me Too movement is strong in Atlanta. Would you agree? Would anybody agree?
Okay.
Yeah.
No. Yep. It would be advantageous for him to let Pierce go because he could have been in position for a lot of backlash because a black woman was mistreated. So
that's what I thought was going to happen.
Exactly. Arthur Blank had more. It was probably more. He probably was prone to lean in that direction because of the Atlanta fan base that happens to have a lot of women in that fan base, but because of his investment, but because he values Pierce as a player, that's why he wasn't touched. So he definitely cares about Pierce. He saw what Pierce did last year that hadn't been done in years with Atlanta Falcons defensive linemen. So it was like, no, I ain't letting this cat go. Because you remember Arthur trying to at least sniff another Super Bowl before he, perishes.
So this is the question that we need to ask Red. So Red, if he doesn't complete his class that he needs to complete, then how would you feel?
I wouldn't feel anything. I don't care about him like that. If he comes back and plays for us and is productive, fine. If he never plays again, fine. I'm not gonna feel one way or the other. If you drive the car off a cliff, if you get arrested for murder, if you do anything, if you commit suicide, I won't care. I'm just telling you, I don't care about the guy like that. He's productive though. We can use him on the field.
Well, Red, I'm gonna get off you right quick. You kind of contradicted yourself. You started being a little bit hyperbolic because you just said you won't know how you feel about the Falcons not having a 13th pick until you see how he performs and if he comes back.
Well, for the most part, I'm upset that we didn't have it because we could have got another pass rusher. But if he does come back and perform, I probably won't think about it. And we'll have some more picks next season. So it's not, I'm not gonna have much time to be thinking about us not having the 13th pick because there's gonna be so much going on. But like I say, he's the guy that we traded the 13th pick for. So if he doesn't play for the team again, then that was a wasted trade. If he comes back and is productive, then we probably won't think about the trade. I guess that's the point I was trying to make.
Okay.
If he comes back and is
just
productive,
say if you are to blame.
If he comes back and he's productive, then most fans won't think about us trading the pick away. If he never plays for the Falcon again, then we'll think about that pick and we'll think about how it was a wasted trade because we wasted it on that type of guy. So we'll see how
back in that time when you first started talking about it, just go on and say if you were Arthur Blank, you would have cut him. Just go on and admit it. You would have cut him.
Yeah.
Yes,
He would have. We know by the tone he would have cut him. But he got more information, so it softened his heart. And I'm glad he landed there, to be honest, because that's not what we're accustomed to with Red. But I knew Coach wasn't gonna let it go, and I wasn't gonna let it go either because I was like, man, this is totally different.
Well, I mean, I don't feel no way or nothing because y'all didn't let it go. What I'm supposed to feel bad because y'all didn't let it go?
No,
I'm not over here feeling bad about myself because y'all poo-poo. I mean, okay, y'all want to get over.
We're gonna be consistent, Red. We're gonna be consistent because when Coach does something like that, you be ready to get on. So that's why we want to make sure we're consistent on this show. Because there have been plenty of times Coach would say something, then he says something that may contradict, and you be right on him. Matter of fact, sometimes you put.
Well, we all be right on him. I don't be on it like it's like I'll be on. We all be on him. I got it like I be on it like me, just me personally.
You'll start this is how you be on Coach. All right, we're gonna move on.
I just be laughing in the background.
The first reaction when he on Coach. He put that head down, start laughing.
Yeah, I'm laughing. I just be laughing. And that's a reaction.
And then you be ready to have a comment after. But it's all good, man. Trust me, I appreciate you.
So y'all were waiting on this. So this some type of payback or something? Me and the James Pierce situation was your payback?
You know I don't do payback. I just do consistency. I don't do payback. I do consistency.
I did. What? Well, I'm glad y'all got y'all payback in. Good Lord. Y'all were waiting on this particular situation to get some payback.
I listen. You know I listen. Just like I'll call Coach out on some stuff. I'll call you out on some stuff. I'll probe you. I'll push you. You all know how I do it as a host. So
I didn't know this was supposed to be. I didn't know I was supposed to keep this opinion on for the rest. So y'all wanted me to stay back. Okay, had I stayed mad at this guy forever, y'all wouldn't have said nothing, right?
Here's the end of the day. We don't care if you mad or glad. We just wanted to just make sure we all understood the difference in tone. That's all we were. That's what was shocking about, because there was a lot of vitriol. You'd have thought Rakia Jackson was your daughter, the way you were going on, right? So just to hear the tone change was like, whoa. I remember when. So that's why we just couldn't let it go by. I wasn't trying to get a gotcha moment. We like, what's the change of heart? That's all.
I need to go back and look at that show and see how bad I was, boy. I didn't know I was that bad.
In one sentence, James Pierce is the scum of the earth. But if he can get 10 sacks, we love him. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. We've been missing all these comments. Sorry, Revenite Nation. We got into a nice little discussion. Let's see. Hold on. Okay. Joe Black said, Red, I'm only pushing back with you because the Falcons CB2 has been a problem for the last 2 years at least. So he's talking about you saying Terrell was the worst pick. Joe Black says, Rev, I feel better about the trade now that James Pierce has avoided jail time. So that was Red's initial statement. What's up, Coach? Zavanda McLaren. Zavada, I'm sorry. Anthony said he's still getting at least 6 games, Pierce. Joe Black said, Red for sure can remember today's episode number. McLaren said his upside is too high not to bring him back. Talking about Pierce. They just don't drop charges for fun, something we don't know. Guessing the We In wasn't an elevator rice video out there. If you don't have it on tape, that's easy to get them off. If Red say Trae Young is a star, then they done clone Tyrone. William Amy said AJ Terrell. William Amy said AJ Terrell brother was a good pick.
Oh, we know
Anthony,
you love him, Anthony. So I mean, William, we know you love him.
Anthony said the love for dogs is strong. Nothing Blank or anybody could do to stop what happened with Vic. That's a lie. That's a lie. Arthur Blank would not have allowed it to be a national story. The NFL, let's be clear. Michael Vick was the biggest cash cow, not in Atlanta, in the NFL. This is why they had the Michael Vick experience. So
the video game.
Listen, he was bigger than Atlanta. He was the biggest draw in the NFL. It's just like when that whole stuff went down with Michael Jordan and why his dad died. He mysteriously went away, right? Because they say it was tied to mob stuff, right? So,
Ray, Lord, Ray, we on the air, man.
I'm just saying, but what I'm saying ain't private. Like I ain't breaking nothing. People know about this.
Yeah, you're right. I know. I hope nobody think them two drug addicts the ones that killed Michael Jordan daddy. Crazy. I don't know what you think.
So they did what they did to soften the blow because it was a human and it happened to be Michael Jordan daddy and not a dog. That's why they said, Mike, just fade away for a little bit. Fade away. So this thing could die down.
Go play
fade away.
Right. So they orchestrated what was the best. They orchestrated what was best for that particular situation. Because here's the thing about dogs. Dog fighting is not illegal in every state. In some states, it's legal. Mm-hmm. It just happened not to be legal in Virginia. So if it's legal in some states, surely they can find a way to get Michael Vick off. Joe Black said Mike told the truth.
But like you said,
would have gone away for sure.
That's all.
Yep. It's because he lied to Arthur Blank, and he also lied to was it Paul Tagliabue or Roger Goodell?
No,
huh?
Oh, the good one.
Paul Tagliabue. Yeah. And as a black man, the sin is lying to a white billionaire or millionaire. That was the sin.
Yeah,
the problem, Red, at that point, the problem wasn't him lying. The problem was that they didn't identify roles in in the circle, because it should have been a fall guy in his circle that knew that if something go wrong, then you go take the rap instead of me, because I am the moneymaker. So the fall guy had.
But they did, but he didn't act right. He didn't act right. They did have one. He didn't know how to act. Should have had that. You should have had that guy. Should have had that guy that Barry Bonds had, the one that kept going to jail for him all the years. Now that's the guy to have right there.
If Mike told the truth, all of that stuff would have been orchestrated for them. That's the point.
Yeah, I wouldn't lie. I wouldn't lie to Arthur Blank. Now when he pushing me around in the wheelchair.
Mike, you did this. Okay, I'm gonna handle it.
Yep, there you
go. That's what he's doing. I got the strategy. Just don't say nothing else. I'll take care of the commissioner. All you got to do is be quiet. There will be a fall guy for all of this stuff, and it won't be you. Just if you're in it, stop doing it.
And real. That's just like them guys, them Georgia players with Kirby Smart. Them folks called Kirby first. Kirby said, "Hey, I'm gonna handle that. Don't say, hey, everybody be quiet. Let me handle it. I'll deal with it and move on. You ain't got to start flapping your gums because it's over. Zachariah Branch got a $39 bail. I mean, so they handle that stuff. Now look at he drafted in the NFL. Come on, hey, they know what to do if you talk to the right people and say the right things instead of trying to put yourself out there.
As Will Smith said in the movie Concussion, tell the truth. Tell the truth. Anthony Corey said Vic covered for his brother, thinking the leverage of all the stardom and money you speaking to can go away. Mm-hmm. You got covered by
that's the head honcho.
There you go. Good point, Joe. Remember, the NFL has the best lawyers on its payroll, no doubt about it. All right, we're going to pause right here, man. Let's go into halftime. When we come out of halftime, we're going to change the subject. We're going to get into some Braves baseball. Then eventually we'll talk about the NBA playoffs after we do 5 for 5. All right, so we'll be right back. Halftime of the Red and Rev Sports Show. And we got some good sports talk coming up. All right, gentlemen, we'll be right back. And we're back for the second half of the Red and Rev Sports Show. I think Red is back. There we go. So we'll be back. We're back for the second half of the Red and Rev Sports Show. Red, are you ready with the Braves report?
I am ready.
All right. Put you on this full screen. And we'll be ready for the Red and Rev Sports Show Braves report in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
It's game time. It's GT.
Well, what's up, everybody? Another Braves report. Probably gonna sound the same like last week. Man, it was another good week. I swear, these first games of series, you take the first game away for a lot of these series, and man, Braves probably undefeated. But like I say, another good week. I give you some news on Spencer Strider. He's doing all right in rehab. His last rehab start had 8 Ks, did all right. Like Rev said earlier, your boy Junior Harris is on fire. I mean, knocking the cover off the ball. I mean, hits in his last few at bats. I mean, batting averages is crazy. The hottest hitter on the team right now, maybe the hottest hitter in baseball right now. Special shout out to the rookie J.R. Richard coming in with a nice debut this week versus the Nationals in the rubber game. 7 innings pitch, 2 earned runs, and 7 Ks. Good, not bad. Nice quality start for the young rookie. And like I say, man, Braves pretty much win another week with just one loss. I mean, I think we were 3-1 again, maybe 4-1. Let's see, 4 games against the Nationals and 1 with the Phillies. So that's 4-1. So yeah, like I said, another good week. First place in the division, still 19-8, just cruising right along, man. It's a much different feeling from last year. When, man, I reckon this time last year, after the first 25 or so games, man, I don't even think we had 10 wins probably. But like I say, it's just nice change of pace when we are a much healthier team instead of an injury-riddled team last year. You see what we can do. So, like I say, hopefully the Braves will have this division wrapped up in by Memorial Day. Like Rev said, ain't gonna be no red October this year. Philly's gonna be done soon. The Mets with another loss last night. Hopefully they'll be done soon. Our main 2 rivals. Hopefully we'll get them out of the way real soon. So all we have to, and the Nationals, I ain't really worried about them either. They got a lot of offense, but they pitching is so inconsistent and they ain't gonna really help them none. But they got some good offensive players though. I like CJ Abrams and James Wood. Hey, y'all want to come to the Braves anytime, we'll take it. Especially you, CJ, because you from Atlanta. So but the Marlins might be the team we're gonna have to worry about this year. The Marlins used to have a lot of pitching, but this year they got a lot of hitting. I mean, they are slugging, man. So the Marlins, they right next to us in far as some of these hidden categories. So the Marlins might be our main competition in the NL East this year. Thankfully, we 2-1 against them already. So, but other than that, man, Braves just keep rolling right along, playing another 2 games left with the Phillies tonight and tomorrow, and hopefully we'll bury them. Red October will be done, and Rob Thompson. Dude, I'd be updating my resume because I don't see. Matter of fact, both the Mets and the Phillies managers update your resumes because some tell me you're going to need them soon.
All righty. Coach, y'all got anything to add?
Yeah, I got something to add.
What you got?
Everybody was looking at Walt Weiss as being the new manager for the Braves. The Braves had the worst news coming out of spring training with that the Profar situation. You go into the season, didn't know how all of the pitching injuries coming out of the season. So the biggest influence for this season could be Jeremy Hefner, the new pitcher coach that they got from the Mets. Bryce Elder with a 1.5 ERA. Who would ever thought that? Chris Sales, 4 wins already.
Yeah.
And the Braves looking dominant as they are number 2 in the ERA in the whole league. So Jeremy Hefner could be the most influential addition to this team thus far in this season.
So I'm gonna say I agree. Well, I think it's a tie. And the reason why I say it's a tie with the pitching coach that you just named, I got to put Walt Weiss up there. Like last night was a prime example of the phenomenal managerial job he's doing, where he had the guts in the 6th inning to say, I'm playing for the win now. I'm not going to wait to hold Michael Harris to the 8th, 9th inning. I'm going to take Eli White out the game now. Well, I mean, he treated last night like it was a playoff game. So, and the decision that he's made, like it's amazing. The Braves are 30, I mean, almost 30 games in, and the bullpen has not blown a save yet. That's amazing. That lets you know he's making some great decisions on when to pull pitchers, when not to pull them. And I guess, that's where the pitching coach and the manager are working in synergy, they have synergy among one another. So that's why I would say both of them would be a tie.
Well, let me say it like this. Maybe Hefner could be the most underrated addition.
I agree with that for sure.
And Weiss could be the most influential addition to this team. And as you can see, Walt Weiss, that was his first hire.
Right. And so to the point, that's a great way of how you made it influential, because by the hires, plural, that Walt Weiss made, that shows you he's a highly intelligent guy. If he made this guy from New York his first hire, he knew this guy was a difference maker. I, to be honest, was a little bit upset that he didn't try to bring Ron Washington back, right? Because Ron had a major rapport with players like Albies, Acuna, things like that. But he brought his own staff. He brought his own first and third base coach. And we haven't had any running issues. Like we did in the
we've had a few real.
But I'm talking about not for the whole season, where it got so bad where you had to bring up another coach from the minor leagues, like we did on a Snit. Of course you play 162 games, you're gonna have some running blunders from time to time, but it's not a prevalent problem. That's the point I'm making.
I just hope that first base coach, man, you better start making sure, because we got players being and all. We lead the Major League Baseball and players getting caught stealing.
Well, I think Acuna's getting picked off all the time, though. That's part of the problem.
Yeah, well, yeah, players getting picked off. Yeah, because man, we don't have so many. We only about 5 or 6 guys don't get picked off at first base. So that's probably the one. That's probably the only thing that went wrong this season. Us getting picked off at first base.
I would say another signing that get Walt Weiss and maybe AA is Dominic Smith. A late signing in spring training.
Yeah.
And he has possibly been your most productive hitter as a DH. And we wonder about Profile because he was going to be the full-time DH. But now, since Dominic Smith is in that DH role, it's like, okay, wow, what a signing that they made. So
yeah,
that's another great signing. And that's AA finding these guys and Hefner, Weiss, and those signings like Dubon and Dominic Smith and Mateo. This is what you have. So I got to give credit to the whole organization at this point, but Hefner got to be the most underrated. For sure.
Now I'm going to say, as we get ready to conclude this conversation, let's calm down just a little bit because we clearly understand that the Braves have a terrible division. They're in a terrible division. I want to see how they perform against the Central Division, where all of those teams are above 500. I want to see how they perform against the Dodgers and the Padres, because they're the cream of the crop in the West. So before I get to say we're going to the World Series, I know we're going to the playoffs. That's not even a discussion, because the league, the division is just trash. I mean, at the end of the day. Are we in position to win a World Series? I need a little bit more data. Seeing them play against the NL Central, as well as those two powerhouse teams in the Padres and the Dodgers out west. Is that fair?
Yeah,
that's very fair. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me see. Joe Black said the Braves look dominant. All right, let's go real quickly. Let's talk a little basketball real quickly. We are in the heart of the basketball playoffs. We'll just talk in general. We won't go series by series. But what has been the biggest surprise when it comes to the playoffs? And what has been, let's say, the worst aspect of the playoffs from your perspective? The worst aspect. So your biggest surprise and the worst aspect of the playoffs so far. Red, you all right over there, Coach? You must have some people you got some people in the background, so we'll come back to you. Red, what you got, man? Biggest surprise, worst aspect of the playoffs.
Okay. Well, I'm sure y'all know I'm very, very pleased with both my teams. My Hawks, who probably should be up 3-0, but they let the game one slip away. I'm a little surprised that Orlando even won a game against Detroit. I'm surprised that Philly won a game against Boston. But I guess the NBA wants that coverage. They ain't want no sweeps. But really, real most of everything is going on is happening like you pretty much expected it, except for the Lakers and the Rockets. So I guess who I was gonna give my dope probably had a chance to get my dope moment, but I guess I'll go ahead and give him his flowers now. I gotta give a shout out to LeBron and the way he is performing with the Lakers in the first round. I mean, it's not often I get a chance to give a dope moment to LeBron James, but dude, what you doing for my team? Having us with a 3-0 lead in the absence of Luka, in the absence of Austin. I mean, you pretty much facilitated the first game. You let Luke Kennard go off that first game, but these last two games, it's been kind of turning back the hands of time. Even last night, clutch shooting late in the fourth quarter, facilitating, still pretty much running the offense, doing pretty much what LeBron James does at this time of the year. So, what he used to do in the East, but now you're doing it for my team, and it's much greatly appreciated because we needed this. This was the only way we were gonna beat the Rockets in the first rounds, with you turning back the hands of time, you having those type of games you had back in the day, you facilitate getting others involved that we never anticipated. I mean, who would have anticipated 27 points from Luke Kennard in game one? I mean, who would have anticipated Marcus Smart going off like he did in game two? So, and then, man, Jackson Hayes last night. I mean, just the garbage moves. I mean, diving on the floor for balls. I mean, doing all of the energy stuff. Even Aiden ain't been that bad. So, I mean, you got Rui getting involved last night. Like I say, even Bronny, I mean, I ain't even poo-pooing. Bronny got in the game and hit a 3-pointer. And that little nice layup that his dad set up for him. Good job. Like I say, all of this is so lovely because it's contributing to my Lakers having a 3-0 lead over the Houston Rockets. Now I know we got OKC the next round, but if we can go ahead and sweep these guys and get Austin and Luka back, well, it's the playoffs, so anything is possible. But we'll talk about the OKC series when we get to it. But like I say, much props to LeBron for what he is doing in the first round for my Lakers. And as far as the Hawks go, much props to CJ McCollum for his coming out party with the Hawks. I mean, everybody keeps saying that the Hawks traded Trae Young for nothing. No, they didn't trade Trae Young for nothing. Are you kidding me? CJ McCollum has been the leader. We traded Trae Young. We got rid of a loser like Trae Young and brought in a winner and a leader like CJ McCollum. Emphasis on leader, because this guy, what he's doing for the Hawks is really just as valuable and just as important for what LeBron is doing for the Lakers right now. Now, I know Ho probably want to go in depth in CJ's, and I'll let him go into depth on what CJ doing for the Hawks. But the Hawks and the Lakers definitely get my dope moments for the NBA playoffs. And since both of my teams are excelling in the playoffs right now, I really can't think of nothing that's bothering me about the playoffs right now. So I don't have anything. I'm just really poo-pooing about right now because my teams right now are 5-1 in the NBA playoffs so far. So I mean, other than what Ho was saying earlier about the refs keeping the Knicks in the games, trying to let them hang around thinking they're gonna pull the upset. Well, you keep cheating, and the Hawks still got up 2-1. So refs, obviously, your cheating ain't working. The Hawks still gonna come and represent. So other than that, I'm loving what I'm seeing in the playoffs. Real.
Ho, jump in there since Red invoked your name.
Yeah, see, nice alley-oop. Way to throw the alley-oop, Sherman Douglas. I'm finna be Derek Colvin on the break. Listen, CJ, can y'all recall how when you are a father and you get up in age and then your son becomes a basketball player as well, then your son becomes of age where he think he can still beat the father. CJ is 35 years old. Nikhil Alexander, Jalen Johnson, they're all younger than CJ. I think they're not even 25 yet. Or maybe Nikhil is maybe 25, 26. But I know JJ is not even 25 yet. And he is showing the kids that even at 35, I can still do this. I can get to my kill spots and kill folks, especially if Jalen Brunson is on me and he's hunting Jalen Brunson all night long and saying, and he's doing this without having to showboat and do all these theatrics. So shout out to CJ doing his thing at the age of 35, showing the young guys that even at 35, I can still do this. And I don't need to be young to do it. And also I want to add that Jason Tatum coming back. I know there was some things and talked about him. Maybe he shouldn't come back. Maybe he should. But coming back, as we see, has made Boston a very great, having influenced their team as he put the dagger into the Sixers last night with a Mitch Mack, a long bomb three. Yeah. They took them right on out of the game. So Jason Tatum was another surprise. And of course, what I don't like is, I don't talk enough about the refs, but the New York Knicks has lost their identity. Jalen Brunson, it gets tunnel vision in the fourth quarter. What's the guy? Mikal Bridges didn't even score in the game. How does that even happen as a pro? You have Tobias Harris type tendencies, and then you got Cat, who all he does, he's never been ever called for a foul, because every time he get called for a foul, he got his hands up or whatever. They are so discombobulated that they don't even have an identity now. So Atlanta could possibly win this series and blow up New York at the same time. Because if they don't beat Atlanta in this series, you can best believe Stephen A. gonna crash out. Stephen A. gonna crash out, and it's gonna be some folks that's gonna be moving off that team. You can trust and believe that.
Facts.
Oh, he already did that yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Coach, jump in there, Coach. You're muted. You're muted. I'm trying to go ahead. Don't touch it. Go ahead.
There you go. The Knicks underestimated the Hawks. The youth movement of the Hawks. They underestimated them. They figured that, they got all the experience and this and that. And the Hawks got all the young guys out there coming up playing. And they thought they could just come in there and do a little bully ball. But they forgot that the Hawks are playing with house money, and with that house money, they spending it wisely. And the Knicks, just like everybody's saying, are unraveling right before our eyes in this series. And as soon as this series,
Okay. Somebody want to add a commentary? All right.
as soon as this series is over, and the Knicks are gone, they like I said, they may. I don't think they're gonna fire the coach. Somebody said they might fire Mike Brown, but I don't think they're gonna go that deep. They're gonna get rid of some players.
They're gonna make a trade. Karl Anthony Towns will probably be traded. Because what the Hawks have done is they've exposed the matchup flaws.
Yeah.
So, like, it's not good for the Knicks to try to play long-term with Brunson and Cat on the floor together. They're both defensive liabilities. Then this is coaching right here. You got to give Quinn Snyder a big shout out for the way he's dealing with Mitchell Robinson. He's fouling him in such a way that the Knicks can't afford to play him, which takes away their rim protector. So Quinn, like Fo was talking about, Quinn Snyder got to go when Trey was Trey was terrible defensively. He was trying to coach around Trey. They've been trying to build the roster to try to deal with Trey's deficiencies for a few years now. And it was like, enough is enough. It's only going to get so much better. That's why we need to let Trey go. So I like the fact that the Hawks have a much better defensive lineup. I think CJ McCollum is worthy of all the praise. He almost became the sacrificial lamb when he missed those 2 free throws at the end of the game. And had the Knicks come back and hit that basket in game 2, people would have been,
yeah. Oh boy.
He choked on that free throw line in game 2 to seal the game.
He missed another one the other night too. He got to get that together, CJ. Can't be free knee. We need all the free throws.
Well, the biggest thing with CJ is he has playoff experience with Portland during those Dame years. So he was, he got a lot of good playoff experience, and he's able to bring that experience over to the Hawks. Now, do you all see any other potential upsets that can happen beyond the Hawks possibly beating the New York Knicks?
Well, I thought we would.
Yeah, Portland.
Go ahead, Red. You started. Go ahead.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna have a potential one last night until some fool ran his mouth to Dylan Harper. I thought Portland was gonna take a 2-1 lead up on San Antonio and take full advantage of the Wemby injury, but for some reason, somebody they think they got a technical foul, I heard. And after that technical, I guess Dylan Harper just went off, and San Antonio just pretty much went on a run and left Portland behind. So if Spurs win the next game, Portland is going to probably be over with for you, because Wemby will probably be back by game 5 in San Antonio. So I thought Portland had a chance to upset. And then I wasn't sure. I was kind of surprised that the Magic beat the Pistons the way they did. But I don't think the Magic win 4 games against the Pistons. The Sixers series look about over with. Like I said, a lot of these teams won the second game and gave me a little hope, like, oh, they're gonna make a series out of it. But no, honestly, real, I can't see another upset. I think all the other favorites in all the other series are gonna win. So the Lakers and the Hawks might be the only upsets we get. Honestly.
Well, the Lakers technically would not be an upset because they're the higher seed, but because of the odds that were against them because of the injuries, we can consider it an upset because they do have home court advantage.
Correct.
Yeah. Anybody else, real quickly?
I want to look past Orlando.
Might be.
All right, one of y'all go. Go ahead. Somebody.
Go ahead, Coach.
No, you had it. Go ahead.
I was saying I want to look past Orlando so quickly. They've been balling. They got the momentum right now. So I wouldn't just count them out as quickly as one would think, because I think they do have a good team. I think they're playing on all cylinders right now. They are finally healthy. I think that's the biggest thing. They are finally healthy. So,
well, they're gonna have to win. If they win game 3, they probably got a chance. But the Pistons, I think it's today too. If the Pistons win game 3,
they're in Orlando today.
I know. That's what I'm talking about. If the Pistons go down to Orlando and win game 3 today, I'm gonna say no to that. I thought that's what I'm saying. That's a good theory if they win game 3, but if they don't, then I think the Pistons gonna go ahead and eliminate them.
Yeah.
I think the Pistons didn't realize playoff basketball is more intense than regular season basketball. And I was just looking at Cade Cunningham, even though he dropped 30-something points that game, he was still moving like it was a regular season game. And I think they finally turned on that playoff switch in the second game, where they came to realize, like, we got to play or we're going to get messed around and get bounced out of here. So it's going to be real interesting on what takes place going forward. I'll ask this question right quick. There's talk that Joel Embiid may come and play tomorrow. Does that do anything for the Sixers from your perspective?
If it don't, then it's about time to move on from Embiid. If he doesn't make some type of impact for the Sixers in his return, then what good is he going forward? Maxey already took over the team from him. He's the guy in Philly. So Embiid, you can come back and you can make some type of presence. You can make your presence felt. And then maybe the Sixers like, okay, get Embiid healthy going next season. Embiid, Maxey, VJ, and some of them other young cats, we got something good. If Embiid come back and the Sixers get wiped off the floor, or he come back and don't really have much production at all, and the Sixers win anyway without his production, he gonna be on the trade block. He gonna be. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised he's on it anyway. It's about, like I said, it's time to move on from Embiid. I never thought I'd say this. I thought after he won that MVP, I thought he would retire as Sixer, but yeah, man, Maxey has taken this team from you. Maxey is the guy in Philadelphia now. So the Sixers, I mean, eventually they just gonna cut their losses, man.
Yeah, that's a good point. Coach, you got anything you add? You just here not?
Yeah, the Timber Pup is somebody told Rudy Gobert he mad because Defensive Player of the Year, so he decided he gonna jump on, beat Jokic and not let Jokic score, and the Timberwolves are outplaying the Nuggets, even though it doesn't help that Aaron Gordon is out. I don't know for how long, but we'll see what happens in that series. The Timberwolves got a chance to upset the Nuggets.
Okay. All right. Well, next week when we get to the basketball portion, we'll be looking at some second round matchups and be able to talk about them. We know that it looks like the Raptors will be sitting home real quickly. The Nuggets, I think, are in real trouble, ladies and gentlemen. Because Aaron Gordon, who is one of the glue pieces, is hurt. And even though Ant-Man is not 100%, Minnesota's doing well with their role players. I'm just thumbing through the names. The Lakers, they're prone to sweep. Now, God forbid, and I'm not speaking this into existence, Red, but God forbid if the Rockets come back and beat the Lakers, and it's not because LeBron got hurt. We already know the vitriol for LeBron from one Art Red Rose is going to be something of epic proportion.
Now, okay. Now you talked about you and Coach got on me for James Pierce Jr. about my vitriol for him. Oh, I promise you, it won't be walking back no vitriol in this right here. This vitriol, Rev, you can just put a staple on it because it is gonna stay.
Yeah,
I do not think that way. I think a lot of things will happen before this happens. LeBron not gonna blow this, man. And as much as I talk about him, nah, he just too great to blow this right here. Now he's not gonna blow this.
all right.
I know if put it like this, Real, if he was on another team and not my Lakers, I would be going with you with this. I would probably get us a little more steam. But since he on my team and you know good well what Laker Nation we'd be on suicide watch if we blew a 3-0 lead. Boy, we would be going crazy. I don't even want to think about what the thoughts in our heads about LeBron and everything else if we blew a 3-0 lead. So no, it's not gonna happen, Rev. I appreciate the sentiment. I just don't. I'm gonna give LeBron credit and say he won't let this happen. He won't. Even let's say even if he got the game 6 or game 5, I say LeBron is just one of these games. He'll just take the game over himself and make sure it don't happen.
Yeah,
and the fact that he got a 3-0 lead, the fact that he got a cushion like this, that's why I can guarantee it's not gonna happen. Because even if let's say we mess up the 4th game, the next game, we just completely look like crap. He'll make sure we come out that next game, and you know he'll put on he'll try to drop 28 or 30 that game.
I agree. Anthony said in general, the play-in was more competitive. Save the Hawks versus Knicks ref series. He said the calls are egregious as always, as Hope alluded to earlier in the show. He says CJ to lead the team is doing no different than what Trae Young had to do when he led the team. Kuminga's the key calls, the most improved player. Now, NAW, Alexander Walker needs to improve.
Be the most improved player.
You got to forgive Anthony Corey. He's a diehard Trae Young fan, so he kind of blinded by his Trae Young bias. I think it's sad, Anthony, just sad, man, that you just won't get over your love for that loser Trae Young, man. But hey, you want us to keep laughing at you? We'll keep laughing at you. Go ahead, because ain't nobody listening to your little criticisms and your little wannabe expert analysis. We just laughing at you because you are a sad Trae Young fan, man. It's sad, Anthony, that you get it over there, man.
Anthony said, Cat is weak. He can't take contact. They shouldn't have traded Thibs. They didn't trade him. They fired. Yeah. I mean, he said traded Thibs to sitting at home. Okay, that's good. He says CJ is
what about the Trae Young love? What you meant by that?
So yeah, you can tell he loves some Trae Young because he trying to find shots at CJ everywhere he can find it. CJ isn't a lockdown defender either, but he's taller. Well, he's not a turnstile either, though. You know, we might well call Trae Ole Young because that's the only kind of defense he play. Ole. I just don't. Can you explain this? How are you guys going all out for this little bitty Honey I Shrunk the Kids loser that didn't take one lucky run 5 years ago, and they still hopping off this like this guy did anything. We didn't do anything consistently after that 2021 run, and these guys just pumping their arms, beating their chest for Trae Young like he don't want multiple rings for the Hawks. I don't understand it. Anthony, you're an intelligent guy, dude. I don't get it. What is the deal, dude? This guy is not a winner. You don't even see Hov pumping up for Trae Young. He's not a winner. Didn't lead us anywhere but to one playoff run, and you guys keep beating your chest for a loser who has proven when he's off the Hawks are a much better team. We traded that clown and won 11 straight games. God. Right. And see, the indictment on Trae is they didn't get better during the off season. They got better in season.
Right.
They
Completely rebuilt the team during the
They
season.
rebuilt the team the same year they traded this star guy. Like, who does that? You trade your best player. Okay, let me put it in quotes. Your best player. And your team moves from possibly not even making the playoffs
Can't see it, Real.
jumping over the playing game where they get a playoff berth without the playing game. Like, all right. He said when CJ leads us to the Eastern Conference Finals, I will hush and not say another word. The problem is the problem is, Anthony. The problem is, Anthony, that run to the Eastern Conference was fool's gold. That was not in the Hawks, did it? Like, everything fell perfectly for the Hawks that year. Injuries happened. That's the same year, you're dealing with Kyrie went down with Brooklyn and all that stuff. They had everything to fall in line.
Ben Simmons became a shell of himself in front of our eyes.
And
nobody
anticipated
anticipated
some
that.
happened with Boston that year. So like it wasn't. Let's just act like let's just know injuries played a huge part in why the Hawks made it that far. Was it impressive
Anthony,
run?
you guys will have a much better argument if we came back and did it the same thing next year, or we at least had another run. But when you only hopping off one run 5 seasons ago, and like Rev said, when a lot of things had to fall your way, it's not like you just went in there with just straight dominating everybody. I mean, there's some things had to fall your way.
Red, let me cut you off right quick. This is what he posted. Laugh out loud. I'm just trolling y'all. This team is better.
That make it even worse, Anthony. That you just wasted time pumping up Trae Young. Okay.
All right.
I hope one day you actually come to your senses. I think he really is a Trae Young fan, Real. I don't think he's trolling. He means some of this stuff he say.
Well, to your last point, here it is. Well, let's also factor in our run this season. We played a long string of bad teams keeping a buck. Well, back in the day with Trae, we would have lost to some of those bad teams too. If we gonna keep it a buck. How many trash teams did we lose to in the Trae Young era during the regular season? So if we're gonna keep it a buck, let's keep it a full
buck. Cost some money.
Yeah. All right, Coach. I need you to stir the train, man. Finish up. Do 5 of 5. I got to get ready to go. Hit the road to New York City. It's been real, gentlemen. May y'all have a great rest of the show. God willing, see y'all next week. All right.
All right, Real.
All right.
Peace.
All right.
Yeah.
Peace.
If you see them referees up there, knock them out for me.
I'll pray for them because I got to work tomorrow. I'll pray for
right. My bad. I thought that Ebonics was kind of kicking in. Sound like you were missing that Ebonics. So I figured you would go stay in that mode while you is in New York.
Nah, man. I'm going there for Holy Ghost business, so I can't knock nobody out this time.
All right. Give him a green. Give one of them green Bibles and pray for him.
One of the Mormons Bibles. I got you.
Give him something. Yeah.
All right, y'all too. We're gonna jump right into the 5 for 5. The VP already done queued the Looney, so we're gonna go 5 topics real quick and get the music started. And then we're gonna do 5 for 5. Waiting on the music. Maybe music list this time.
Well, Anthony conceded in the chat.
What do you say?
Of course.
He conceded.
You have no choice but to concede, Anthony. You know, dude, the Hawks are a better team without Trae Young. Period. I don't understand I don't understand why it's so hard. We shouldn't even be having these arguments. We're a better team without Trae Young. He had a run, but it's over with now.
All right, y'all. Here go 5 for 5. 5 topics. And I think we talked about a couple of them, but we just going to roll right through them. Let's see here. We get this thing going.
I'm sure we did a few of them.
All right.
I didn't think we were going to do that.
Topic number 1. Start with you as soon as this thing get up. All right, starting with you, Red. Billy Donovan out in Chicago. Your thoughts?
I guess I could see it happening. Not really surprised. They cleaned the front office out with the GM a few weeks ago and the president of the basketball operation. So I mean, if you're gonna start fresh all the way. But personally, I have no idea what they're doing in Chicago. And I don't have no idea what they've been doing in Chicago for the past 30 years since Michael Jordan left. I mean, it's sad that this team has just completely fallen apart as far as championships since MJ left. And you know, their last playoff series win was 2014. Eric Ross, if you watch it, that's sad, man. Sad. So think about that when you Laker hate. That your team ain't even won a playoff series since 2014. I'm gonna make sure I point that out to you on my page next time you talk that junk.
All right.
It's on
Hey,
you,
hey, Joe.
done with the Bulls.
What you got? Donovan out.
I guess Chicago and Billy Donovan realized that he's really just a college coach. He's not an NBA coach. So I think that's what they realized, and I think he realized it too. So he may need to go ahead and get back into the college ranks so he can maintain his Social Security coming in, because he's not an NBA coach. I mean, good try. You tried it, but now you realize that you need to get back into the college rank. So, yeah, I think that's why he's out, because he's a college coach. Most college coaches don't make it in the NBA. It's been proven year after year and time after time. So, there you go.
He lasted a while.
Right. Next question. H.O., we talked about it earlier. Should the Sixers move on from Embiid, yes or no?
Well, if it's going to be VJ Edgecombe and Tyrese Maxey's team, if they're going to go perimeter, then they need to do something with him. They need to go ahead and trade him and, move on from him. So I agree, because Maxey is his team now. Ain't no sense of bringing Embiid back for Game 3. What is he going to do other than be in the way?
All right. Red, what you got? Should they bring him back? I mean, should they move on?
I'm with H.O. on this all the way. First of all, I don't even know why you think, I mean, you bringing him back. Okay, if he play though, if he doesn't, like I say, if he's not productive in the game, if he go out there and don't put up the numbers you expect from him, and Boston just kick your butt like they did the other game, then you might well move on from him, because what good is it? I mean, you already got Maxey. You already got some young talent in VJ Edgecombe. You still got Quinn Miles over there. The Sixers front office is building. It's kind of like they rebuilding on the fly, even with Embiid around. And they doing it very well, to the point, like I say, they not gonna even need them going forward. So you have to find you another big man in this draft. You just move on from Embiid, because what Maxey and VJ and Quinn and some of them other, ain't even Paul George, what they can give you. You just need a solid big man presence. You don't have to have an all-star big man presence.
All right. Red, stay there. Next question. Next one. The Bucks get a new coach. Taylor Jenkins, who used to coach the Memphis Grizzlies, is not a new coach. The Milwaukee Bucks replacing the great, I put that in quote, Doc Rivers. Is he going to be good for Milwaukee Bucks?
Yeah, I like this move. I actually like this move. Taylor Jenkins, former assistant coach. He proved himself when he was with Memphis, and he proved himself with much teams that really didn't have that much on him. But man, Taylor show got them boys playing. He had them in playing real solid too. I mean, he always stayed in top. Hello, oh my bad. He always stayed top 5 of the Western Conference. When John Morant and Bain and Brooks, when he had those guys playing at their highest level, I mean, he's a pretty good coach. So I think in a market like Milwaukee, just like Memphis is a small market, I think Taylor Jenkins can excel with those small market teams and get his own guys in there and pretty much coach. And HO, he'll use what talent he got and he'll get the best out of whatever talent he got. And that's what you need for Milwaukee right now going forward. So they're probably gonna move on from Giannis, and they're probably gonna start the rebuild. And a coach like Taylor Jenkins is what you want because, like I say, he can get the most out of the young guys you bring in. He can get the most out of the seasoned vets that you bring in. He's a good coach for a market like Milwaukee. So I agree with the move.
All right, HO.
Yeah, good move. Taylor Jenkins has been one of those underrated coaches that finally got a chance. And now that he's learned his lesson in Memphis, now let's see all of the things that he's learned in Memphis move over to Milwaukee. Let's see how he does. He's always been an underrated coach. So I look for good things. I look for him to come in and stabilize the franchise and see what they can do. So good move, and I like it.
All right, there you go. All right, coming back to you, HO. Next topic. Mike Tomlin here in the NBC Sunday Night Football to be an analyst. Good or bad? Mike Tomlin here in the NBC to be an analyst.
That's a good thing. He stays relevant in the football, and he's going to show his football acumen on TV now that he's an analyst. So I think it's a good move. He stays relevant, and he's going to always stay in those coaching talking points. So as long as he stays relevant, he's going to always be a part of the coaching replacement talking point. So I think it's a good move that he continues to stay relevant as a former football coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. So good move. I like it for him.
All right, Red, what you got?
I think it's a great move. I mean, we finally gonna get some personality out of Mike Tomlin. Now I think he's gonna be a pleasant surprise on TV because instead of inspiring the team, now he's gonna come on in and start using the monologue and those one-liners to inspire us. And I just can't wait to hear him talking about not just his team, but all the football teams on a weekly basis. Come on, coach. Tell us what you think about what Baltimore did. Tell us what you think about my Falcons team. So he's going to be talking about more than Pittsburgh. We're going to have the Mike Tomlin thought on all the NFL teams. And I think that's going to be a good thing for NBC TV. I think they say he's replacing Tony Dungy, so that means he's going to be going back and forth with, what's the guy you play for the Patriots? The safety.
McCourty.
Got it from NBC.
Oh, no, Harrison.
Yeah, Harrison. He's going to be going back and forth with Rodney Harrison on a weekly basis. I think that's going to be some must-see TV. So I like Mike Tomlin and the fact that he's a coach with some experience and a ring. You know what I'm saying? So now when they start talking that big talk, we'll know it's coming from somebody with some championships. Unlike coach the NBC NBA covered where none of them have a ring on there. But actually, we'll have some rings on the NFL coverage. So good job, NBC, and good decision for Mike Tomlin.
All right. Last topic. Red, Mike Vrabel steps away. Mike Vrabel says bye-bye for a minute. Your thoughts on this situation with the coach of the New England Patriots who's looking for a happy ending, Mike Vrabel?
Go ahead and take my glasses off, Bill. and he's stepping away for a minute. Man, I tell you, if most things keep dropping from his story, he gonna have to step away for good. Cause man, did y'all see them pictures with them in a bar the other night? It's like more and more stuff just keep dropping, and they keep making this reference to Diana Rossini's son and talking about how she named him Mike. Is Mike Vrabel the father? See, this the type of stuff I'm telling you, the Patriots gonna say, Mike, you might need to move on, man, because we do not want this soap opera going on during the football season, man. This is just too much. So I don't know, Coach. I mean, he stepped away temporarily now, but if some more stuff keep dropping, I'm afraid Robert Kraft can go to Mike and say, I love you, Mike, but man, this is too much, dog. I ain't know all this was going on. Oh, we might have to make a move on. But I don't know. Right now, I think he's okay. But man, you see, Racina already done lost her job. So, man, I don't know, man. But this not looking good. It's too many stuff keep dropping. I thought this was just an innocent little story when I first heard about it. I did not know this story would blow up like this, man. And they both said then nothing happened when they first came out. But with all the actions they doing, it seemed like something did happen. So, man, I don't know, but all I can say, this coach at HO, good luck to you, Mike. Because, boy, you facing it from all sides. You got to deal with your family responding to this. You got to deal with your team responding to this. And the media. Man, I hope somebody giving you a break, Coach. Boy.
All right.
I'm
HO.
ain't saying no more now. I'm afraid of where else I'm going to stop right here.
He's saying he's stepping away for a minute, but he's probably in Robert Kraft's office saying, hey, can you make this go away like you made those massage incidents go away? Now, what a great introduction to the week that Michael Jackson's movie come out, Dirty Diana. How about that?
Man, she looking like it, man. And boy, I pray for God that her child, man. But they keep talking about her son. Were they even messing around when her son was born? Because people keep saying, could he possibly be the father? I didn't know they were messing around when her son was born. But boy, if that come out,
her son might get swabbed now.
Oh my God! This is not what we need, man. This is the NFL, not so we. This ain't General Hospital now. This is the NFL.
This sounds like a Lifetime movie.
Mike, I hope you don't get fired. I hope Mike don't get fired.
He got two words. He got 2 words that may save him. Super Bowl. He made the Super Bowl. So that might buy him a little cachet, as far as if he had been 6-11 like Gerard Mayo or something like that, he probably would. They probably said, "No, we ain't got time to deal with this. No, have a nice day. Hook yourself." Let's see. The Nation. Let me see what the Nation said. The Rev Night Nation had a couple of comments, if I can pull them up.
Yeah, Anthony Coors. What you got to say about Mike Vrabel?
Not working in his favor. Okay. I see you're not gonna let me be great and pull him up.
Oh, you can't pull him up.
No, so I guess I won't worry about it. But they ain't gonna let me be great.
I'm sorry, y'all.
That was okay. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see. See if it'll
The Rev transfer the ownership to you as well, where you can the admin right.
Yeah, but Roscoe ain't playing right. Okay, Anthony Corey. Let me see what Anthony Corey said. He said, "Is that Coach Coldplay? Granted, he married, but why is side stuff affecting his day job?" And then Anthony came back and said, "Oh Lord, as long as he don't kick puppies, he fine. Oh Lord, messing with the dogs. As long as he don't mess with the dogs, he gonna be all right." Really, I don't know, but like I said, that Super Bowl bought him a little time, I guess, for folks to say, "Hey, he went to the Super Bowl his first year as a coach, so they ain't gonna bother." And y'all see it.
The world values winning over the Me Too movement.
But NFL,
morality.
Yeah, I guess it depends on what the color of your skin is, though.
Go A-Tough.
So we'll see.
Yeah, Sharon Moore, Udoka, those guys lost their jobs. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, you gotta have the right what they said, complexion for the connection.
Yes,
if you call it that. So we'll see how long he lasts. All right, y'all. Yeah, she was on Good Morning America yesterday. I'm like, oh gosh, where are you going? Yeah. You should just let it go and go on about your business. It's over with. He ain't giving you nothing else. You might well. I hate everybody knows the story about now. What are you still trying to talk about?
They want to watch guys don't be wanting to commit. We always got to worry about y'all
toward the end of the show.
Man.
She's trying to do offline interviews so she can get another job.
That's it. All that chirping.
What? My pet peeve, y'all. Pet peeve when it comes to these ladies. All that chirping they do after, especially after the relationship done. Like, man, we don't move on, and we got to worry about you throwing some secrets or some stuff from our past relationship out to the public. Or you want to write a book or something. Man, it's over with. Why you putting and then I can see you put your business out there. You putting my business out there or the guy's business out there. That's what I don't like right there. You just telling everybody, telling the ladies on The View, telling the ladies on this show, telling the ladies on that show, man. And everybody gonna have an opinion on it. Then they sit up there dogging you out, man. I just don't like it right there. Cause it's always the guys that get a bad rep when these ladies go on these shows, just start telling all the beat.
Trying to make a buck, try to make $1. That's extra money.
Over an old relationship.
What either one of y'all can go first.
Oh, you had it right. Okay.
All right, Red. You can go ahead since you got the floor.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to scrap my first you had it right because it was about JPJ, so scrap that one. Hey, well, you better get on me again now. I say I got this one. Portland, the Portland Trailblazers new owner. You got the right to stop being so doggone cheap, man. I mean, oh man, you don't came in there and have pretty much fired strength and conditioning coaches. You don't want to buy shirts for the chairs. You just coming in and just changing the organization all around, being cheap. Now I know it's probably because you ain't got that much money, because you are owner, but only worth $2.some billion. They say for an NBA owner, that's not really a lot. But come on, man, you bought the NBA team. You gonna spend some money now. Can't go in there being cheap. And you see your team in the playoffs, so show your players that you are new, that you know trying to be a good owner. Don't come in there doggone firing people, doing cheap stuff, not letting folks fly on the plane, making folks who not really part of the team fly on other planes. Dude, you're doing a lot of egregious stuff that for a new owner. Good luck getting some players to come play for Portland if you're gonna keep doing all this. So that's all I got to say. Portland's new owner, you have the right to don't enter the NBA being a cheapskate because it's gonna make you look bad and it's gonna end up bad for you and your Portland team.
All right, HO.
NCAA, you have the right to stop making mistakes like you're doing right now. You're trying to implement a 5-5 rule after the national championship game. And you're trying to make these votes come right before the draft and after the guys have put their name into the draft. So what this rule is supposed to do is to allow seniors a 5th year. So if they get a 5th year, guys like Joshua Jefferson can come back to school and play a 5th year. Malik Brown can come back and play a 5th year. But why would you do it after the championship game? This should have been done before the tournament have even started, so the teams can prepare to target seniors who have another year eligibility. NCAA, we got to get better in how y'all do y'all rules. So you have the right to get better, please, sir or ma'am.
All right. Okay. Well, I don't see any comments, so I guess that's all, folks. Look like that's it for today's episode of the Red and Rev Sports Show, episode 421. Of course, we'll be back next week as usual with episode 422. Have some more fun talk, and then we'll be deeper into the playoffs, the NBA playoffs. They'll be deeper. And it'll be some new teams getting ready for each other. So, and a lot of things have changed. Probably most of the series will be over with. So, there you go.
Hopefully, the Lakers and Hawks will be over with.
Right.
If the Hawks still playing next week, man, something done went wrong.
Yep. And let's not forget, Chipper Jones turned 54 yesterday.
Oh, happy birthday, Chipper. We ain't gonna come coach the bird.
Not the great Chipper Jones.
Yeah, great Chipper Jones turned 54 years old yesterday.
All right.
I wish he died to come coach now. Stop having
All right,
to put
Chipper.
in and out the door. Now, how old is this boy?
and I think Freddie-
I thought that boy was grown now. This boy probably grown me. You talking about
And Freddie Freeman, I think his wife just had another baby. I think that's number 4 for them. Boy, just imagine
you know, when you in Atlanta, you had one kid. You went to California and had 3 more. That California, I tell you, man, that California life, man. Hey, coach, man, you go out there if you can one day. You too, H.O. Just go out there for a weekend, man. I can understand how him and his wife they living a little better out there than they probably did in Georgia. But it's expensive, though. It's expensive.
You that fresh air, I guess. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all next week, same time, 10:30. We'll be back. Thanks, H.O. for joining us as usual. For
Yes,
coming
sir.
on.
No problem.
We appreciate it.
So check out this Michael movie later, y'all. See what him they talking about. And Chris hating on it, but I know it's a good movie.
Oh, yeah.